I'm Tom Kurz, I'm an astronomer and an author, and I've been chasing the Northern Lights for 15 years.
Of all the things that we find in nature, the Northern Lights lends itself to storytelling more than any other, so it's easy to understand why in pre-scientific societies people turn to all sorts of myths and legends to explain the Northern Lights. In Finland, one word that is still used occasionally to describe the lights is revontule, which means fox fires. It speaks to a story in which foxes playing in the snow throw fire into the sky using their magical tails that create embers. And over in America, there's a wonderful story from the Algonquin people who were natives to North America and parts of Canada, who spoke about their creator god, Nanabosu. And after Nanabosu created the world, he moved into the north, and he would occasionally light bonfires to let his people know that he was still watching over them. I think that's one of the loveliest myths about the Northern Lights. In the early days of ancient Greek science or natural philosophy, many of the names that you probably know, such as Aristotle, turned their brilliant minds to the problem of the Northern Lights. The Greeks did believe in a strange people who lived in the far north, the so-called Hyperboreans, who lived on a continent that I suppose would be a bit like where Norway is, only they believed that it was green fields and people living for 900 years in permanent sunlight. But the Greeks had all sorts of extraordinary stories about the Northern Lights and how they might have given life to strange people from the north. From the Mediterranean, the auroras are often seen as a red glow on the horizon, so it's hardly surprising that the lights are seen as a bad sign and connected to war, to bloodshed, to murder even. All over the Arctic, you find people in love with the Northern Lights. It's a part of their lives. Even though they've grown up with it, they continue to be spellbound by that same phenomenon, and it plays a role in their natural environment. It's really a part of the nightlife here. I think the mythic elements of auroras put us in touch with people in the past who were in much the same position that we are now. And I think we will continue to refer to those stories because they speak to the character, to the personality of the lights, to the human element of the lights in a way that the science doesn't. It's really beautiful to hold on to those legends even as we continue to understand the lights in pure scientific detail today.